Well, on the 9th of January 2015, Vistara had operated its first flight from Delhi to Mumbai. Almost a decade later, it will be operating its last flight tonight as a standalone brand. Now, before I sum up Vistara's solo journey and why it was decided to merge the airline with Air India, here's a farewell message by the pilot on one of Vistara's flights today.
Beginning tomorrow, Vistara will merge into Air India with a commitment to create a world-class global airline. This merger will open up a world of possibilities for you with a wider global network, added benefits, and a bigger new loyalty program. While we will not fly as Vistara, we can continue to enjoy the familiar Vistara experience on Air India aircraft.
So Vistara will fly its last flight tonight. UK 986 will take off from Mumbai at 10:50 p.m. and land in the national capital. The last international flight, UK 115, will depart from Delhi at 10:45 p.m. and fly to Singapore. Now, Vistara was a joint venture between Singapore Airlines and the Tata Group, with each holding 49% and 51% stake. The airline had started its operations with Airbus A320 aircraft that flew its first flight on the 9th of January 2015. Within 3 years, in April 2018, Vistara received its 20th aircraft. The airline played a crucial role in getting the 5/20 rule removed. This rule, remember, limited domestic carriers from operating international routes unless they had at least 5 years of domestic operations and 20 aircraft. And then on the 6th of August 2019, the airline flew its first international flight from New Delhi to Singapore. In the last 10 years, Vistara grew into one of India's leading airlines, operating 350 flights per day across 32 domestic routes and 18 international routes, including London, Dubai and Paris. The airline's fleet also expanded to 70 aircraft, which featured 7 Boeing 787 Dreamliners, 53 Airbus A320s and 10 Airbus A321s. Now, Vistara was the first domestic airline to introduce premium economy on domestic routes and was also the first domestic airline to offer Wi-Fi facility on international routes. The growth reflected in Vistara's market share that grew steadily over the years from 1.3% in 2015 to 9.8% in 2024. But the growth came at a cost. Now, despite its strong growth in both fleet and routes, the airline struggled with consistent losses since its inception. And then in November 2022, the Tata Group announced the merger of Vistara with Air India. Singapore Airlines had a very logical explanation to the merger decision. It said that continuing as a standalone brand in India was far more risky than merging Vistara with Air India, considering the competitive headwinds. The merger with Air India will mark the end of one era and the beginning of another chapter for the Vistara family. Passengers taking the last flight tonight will be a part of history, witnessing the end of the airline's solo journey.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.